Like what you see? Then leave a comment down below on what I should cover next in this new series of mine. More big projects are coming soon. Also, leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Now, on to the video. What is up, gamers? Merry Christmas. It is Horny Oster here again on our second episode of this Let's Watch, and today we are going to be checking out a very special short. A little short known as The Snowman, based on the book by Raymond Briggs, as you can clearly see here. Sorry about the outside noise, just stupid fucking dogs. Wow. Nice pans as well. Yeah, just like we saw previously in Richard Williams' Christmas Carol, they're clearly following in the same footsteps. And I did see this short only like a few days ago, a day ago. You know, like it was the first time I ever saw this, because it is obviously not as popular over in America as it is over in Britain. In Britain, it is an annual holiday tradition to watch this short film because it was just that damn great. And there are a lot of sources from British Film Institute stuff like that proves it. I mean, like, it was ranked as number 71 on the BFI's Greatest British Programs, with all the way at over number 1, Faulty Towers, baby. Yeah, I love that show. And it's amazing, this actually feels like the book that's brought to life. I mean, like, you can clearly tell that Diane Jackson is a true believer in the power of animation. Yes, Diane Jackson is the director behind this. This is her directorial debut. And she only was known in like commercial work up until this point. And I remember her first credit was actually for the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, which was a weird experiment in animation in and of itself. And it was. I mean, I'm just looking at this, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'll bring up the pans again because I do love talking about pans. If you want to talk animation pans in like 2D, I'm your guy. So yeah, this also this is a very acclaimed short film, and you could easily confuse it for being British Frosty the Snowman, and god damn it, it is not British Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman's got nothing on this. Obviously, it is so much better in every single way, shape, and form. So, as I was saying, this won a BAFTA. No, it was nominated. No, it was nominated at the 77th Academy Awards in 1982 or 3. For 1982, of course, and it was nominated for a BAFTA in. No, it won a BAFTA for Best TV Award. It was nominated for like animated short film, and this is a television special, so yeah, we can thank Christmas Carol again. Richard Williams, my God, I appreciate you. Amen. and it's impressive how this kid here can like make that, kind of like Snowman just like stand with like he clearly knows something about anatomy, because the structure of it all. I mean, just look at that mountain he created for himself. That's impressive. That's like the kind of dream snow that you would like to have. So not only is this like an amazing animated short film, but it's also, upon research, learned it is a symphonic poem. As you can clearly see, there is little to no dialogue in this short, which is such a relief in animation. Like, many people feel the need to like bombard, their animations with like so much talking and, but this is a symphonic poem. It has like orchestrations by a guy called Howard Blake, very talented composer, and I'm just looking at all these individual strokes here. They're all really nice, and the thing is that like Britain has I just gotta say right now, we Americans, we suck at animating. We absolutely suck. We like to take the easy way out, thanks to people like, I don't know, frickin' Lasseter, who, like said, hey, let's take the cheap route and just, like, computer animate the whole thing. We can just do pans in 3D and everyone will be so amazed. It's not amazing if you do it in 2D animation, because at least in 2D animation, you can actually see that there's something being accomplished, and it's not just like a drag of the mouse or whatever. It's actually, like, being animated right in front of you. All you need is pencil and paper, and, I know I've realized there's a lot of shorts that are like this, made by, like, I don't know, college students that are like, of course this is longer and has like a TV budget, and like everything like college student short films have like music in the background, but there's no characters like talking or whatever. This is leagues and bound above those college films. I know these people are just starting out, but like I do sincerely hope they actually like go out and do shit themselves and not just like be hired by a studio like Pixar or something where they just have to like, I don't know, do whatever the storyboards tell them. I do sincerely hope that they like find something, like find their own path, like Danny Antonucci did back in the day with Lupo the Butcher, and especially with this Diane Jackson as well. And and by the way, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but if you only like work with like, I don't know, digital stuff, or like do 2D digital or 3D, I don't I don't have much respect for you. I mean, like as long as you touch like pencil and paper, and like use pencil and paper for a lot of your life, and just like used it to like help your talents. I mean, like, you have my respect. Even like someone like John Lasseter, who is known for like using computer animation a lot. We don't need to bring up what he did because that is totally irrelevant. Um, we At least he knows what pencil and paper is all about. He worked on a lot of pencil and paper films like The Brave Little Toaster. And yeah, there's another thing. In American animation, it's always just like, oh, you got to do it in pen and ink. Yeah, you have to do it in like, you have to like ink it in and just like do celluloid paint on the back, and like pretty standard. But in Britain, it actually feels like there's, I wonder if like any American children like grew up without any of like this kind of like true authentic like nature to the illustrations, and do realize that you can pull stuff off like Richard Williams or Diane Jackson, in which like you can use colored pencil. You don't have to use like ink or something. It's fine if something is left unfinished. Like, which is kind of like, looking back, it's kind of like with the Disney films of in the 1970s kind of pissed me off, is because they're like, oh, I mean, like, we have all these like sketchy characters, but the reason is we don't have all the money to ink everything in, or like get rid of get rid of the little imperfect strokes at times. Everything has to be perfect. I mean, like, it was just a bad time for us. Don't It's just, all I gotta say is just go for it. Um, Really, like, fall in love with things like this, and watch and the Christmas Carol, and it's because this is honestly so great. It's really great. I know the animation may not be as good as Christmas Carol, but who the fuck cares? It's absolutely, it's just beautiful. I mean, like, it's nice that like it feels authentic. It kind of feels like something like Harold and the Purple Crayon, and you can actually feel all the crayon and the marks and such, the little imperfections. Um, I like to do, like, in terms of like my art style, I kind of like to like whenever I do like hands, I kind of like to like palms, like a I kind of like to add like little strokes and like like marks, and like little black rocks or something, like they've been like stabbed in the hand with them, and you just to sort of like like watching the short again, bring in some sort of like imperfections to it. Like it feels like they've actually like touched something, and I really hope like many animators do take after this. They do learn how to like do some things that are like hand drawn, um, like before they go into like 2D digital, or 3D, or like just learn how to like fall in love with this style of animation, because Britain has like a very very diverse animation styles all around. I'm sure we do, but like we're always like borrowing, and like taking tropes from other things, or like doing whatever's popular, like fart jokes, or like that occasional sexual innuendo right here. But this short has none of that. You can just do whatever it is you want to do, and it's it it's just real nice. I really loved this short. I mean, like, who wouldn't? Come on. It's it's just something to fall in love with. It's nice for the whole family, and I, of course, like, there are better Christmas specials like the fucking penguins in Madagascar. Rico, not at the table. Okay. Okay, enough of that. Um, Uh, I wonder what. Yeah, I love the little blasts of instruments at points. Like it kind of it does feels like something out of like I don't know Fantasia, or like there's like intentional, they stopping. You can really get across, like whatever it is, like you want in the story without any words, and just like focus on like the textures of like the wonderful strokes of each individual. That's why this short is so charming. Like that has that like wonderful British charm to it. Not just British charm, universal charm. Come on, it's 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 a really it's nice. Kind of looks like a peddler there, to be honest. And okay, now he looks like a peddler. Okay. Um. Yeah, this is just shits and giggles, just for now. Like, don't take it too seriously. I don't mean it. And it's it's all I can say is like really nice because it's really nice. It's an R slash nice guy. Uh-oh. I love that. I love that. It was kind of suspenseful. You know, you can probably tell that I have like really nothing to say as of right now because this short is kind of nothing. It's just there for charm's sake. It's there for for amusement and just for magic and just for like having a great time, making kids happy and whatnot. And like I can imagine like all over Britain, like inflatable like snowman's people's yard, and people know exactly who it is. And just like the way we see like the Grinch, and of course they've got to have like Grinch inflatables of the Brits, because but and like it's just that's cool, cultural, sort of thing. And it's it's just a really nice short film to just watch. I mean, like you don't have to like say much about it. It's really it's almost perfect. it's, and like I wonder if they get to fly again. Are they gonna fly again soon? God damn it! I want to see them fly again. I want to talk about the pans. Oh, the motorcycle scene. Yeah. The motorcycle. Yeah, yeah. Kind of like they do like to take after Williams here. The people working on it. Oh right, I did forget to tell you guys something that I knew about this. I think it was about an animator. What was his name? He was a multinational animator. Like help people out, including Diane Jackson with their craft. Damn it, what was his name? Um, let's see, it was Jimmy T. Murakami. Yes, he was brought in to supervise this project, and and I do and I do appreciate the oh yeah, in terms of the lights for the for the motorcycle, they've obviously like did like a technique called, I think it was like backlit animation. I'm really sure that they used it. Like it's something that Don Bluth likes to do all the time with the sparkling effects, like starting off with the Secret of Nim. Oh yes, wonderful. And that's sort of like add like a glow to like the back of the celluloid paper, and that's, that's really cool. Oh, here we go. It's Bunny's Watership Down, bitch. uh, I crack me up. Now, it's imagine going through all that. I mean, like it's not stressful at all though in this short. It's just like treated as like something that's wonderful and okay, it's kind of stressful. I'm not gonna lie, but still, that fox is just walking out of there. He's just walking like a badass. He's not afraid at all. Ah, it's so nice. It's that extra touch, and you're seeing like a free horse out there as well. Yeah. And I'm so glad that the parents don't hear them. Gee, I wonder if the parents are gonna hear them outside. Be quiet. Just be quiet. Um. Oh yeah. Is it I forgot. What are they gonna do in there? Oh yeah, the cooler. It's nice. Um. I like how there isn't much urgency in this, even though he is a snowman, and like you could have easily like done like things like, oh, the snowman has to constantly worry about, like melting or whatnot, like in Frosty, but no. I mean, like, it's just he's just there to have fun and live all the way through, and that's what's really great. Another backlit scene right there. Um, are they finally gonna fly? Please, I want to talk about them flying now. Oh yeah, finally they're gonna fly, baby. Finally, I get to talk about these pans. Um, Here we go. Wow. Oh yeah. So yeah, these pans don't like are more simplistic, but at the same time they're also not as complex as like they seem. It's it's really like I said in the Christmas Carol review review. Let's watch. Um, hey, there's the other snowman. It's not. You just gotta know like how to like turn the camera and just like know how to like get all the wonderful little strokes in there and just like really go for it. Like really know that this is your passion and that like you can frickin' do this. And it's and wow. I can, like just remembering all those, just how the camera turns. You can easily do this in animation, like and just still keep the gravity in there. You don't need to rotoscope it. You can just like say, hey, this is the point where it's the camera like is starting, and this is the point where the camera is ending, and then I can like transition to another shot of like, you know, the camera being in another position, even if it's like turning around. You just gotta fill in the blanks from there. You just gotta like do like remember the story points, and then you gotta go the extremes, which is exaggerating the camera a little bit, and then like adding in the in-betweens, which are less important. That's already half the battle right there, most of the battle. And then you just put in the straightforwards if you feel like it, which Richard Williams kind of does. I don't think anyone else does that. I mean, like, if they're feeling brave, they do like straightforwards in between the in-betweens to make everything much more smoother. And it's just, it's what Marty McFly says. Cheesy, but I'll just say it anyway for you. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. It's, yeah. And here they are, and the flying scenes, I love how sparingly they're used. They're slow and gradual, but, they're just so beautiful and it lets you take all of it in. And when you're on the ground, they're on the ground. It's just like the camera doesn't turn a lot, but when they're flying, it's like a whole new world out there. A dazzling place I never knew. Yeah. Um, oh, nice shapes. And this all looks like charcoal and like stuff that you would see in a picture book. You see, America, you don't have to like keep everything solidified all the time. You don't have to do like the clean and nice sort of thing. You can just like you don't have to make everything a lot like, Disney back in like the 40s or whatever where no, actually you can. I mean like Disney like actually like I'm sure they used a lot of these techniques. They founded some of these techniques with, like that are probably seen in this short. I mean like films like from like the 1990s in which, like they don't bother to use the charcoal in favor of like, I don't know, some 3D effects that do look good at points. But there are others that are like completely 3D animated, devoid of like that traditional creativity. It's really unfortunate. Oh my God, there's the penguins in Madagascar, baby. And those auroras, I'm sure they had like backlit animation techniques used for those as well. Um, kind of looks like the Stargate, and those wonderful northern lights. And you now know they're on the ground, and you feel like you've just been off of a roller coaster, like a nice, peaceful, calm roller coaster that's just so amazing. Or like, I don't know, you're on Soarin' with Patrick Warburton, and you just want to go again. You just want to go again, and they do go again. It takes its time. It's like a Hayao Miyazaki film at points. It's just like there's no like cuts. There's just people, like doing things gradually. It doesn't matter. It's just for the charm of it. You can just like take things slow and like not have like, oh, plot relevance here, plot relevance there, and just have a great time. And like you can certainly achieve that charm. You know, Hell, even make it better, make it more your own, make yourself a staple. Fucking doors. Okay. This is a real fun part. It's a snowman rave. It's a real charming scene. Um, um that friendly little dance. And there's the talent right there. That man with the violin. Isn't that great? I love. That was man. That was a snowman with one of them Chinese hats you find over in Chinatown, and no one gives a fuck, of course. And there's a cowboy. You know, it's not like this is absolutely timeless in every single way, shape, and form. And you just feel like your culture is being honored when you see all of this because yeah, even though they're wearing like very historically accurate costumes, it's you, you just fall in love with them. They're being treated in a way that's like not offensive or it's just nice. It's real nice. They have one of those things. Oh yeah, which reminded me. If you want to know like how to like do like cell animation, like you already know how to do like want to do cell animation, and you really think the materials are like kind of expensive, which they are. Just and you don't think like they're accessible or anything. Just go to a channel called Harvey Rothman. They do cell animation all the time. They do little cell animated shorts. I will leave a link to their channel in the description because he is really talented. And it's a lot like this short, like with all the cell techniques and like the need for not doing like celluloid paints on the back of inking stuff all the time. Honestly, I'm so sick of the inking sort of thing. Like, why do people like think have to like why does it have to be a requirement? Probably just to solidify everything so everyone knows where everything is, but yet again, you can still tell where all the characters are in here, right? Right. It's these lines are bold enough, like they still have that sort of fluidity, that wonderful charcoal aesthetic, the picture book thing. So, just do it, just like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. Um, uh, it's really a shame how animation is being treated nowadays. It's a rough year as of right now. And it's going to continue to get rougher as corporations are like, we don't need any of this like stuff. We don't need Netflix series like Lupo the Butcher coming back. We just need things that are like pandering, like freaking SpongeBob. We need everything clean and like cut very nicely. It just makes me sick. I mean, just do stuff on your own for right now. I mean, like do what Vivzy Pop is doing. Making some big changes and like going out and actually just just going out and animating, leading a team all by yourself, and like getting picked up by independent companies who actually freaking trust you. You gotta know who your best buyer is, and it's kind of why I'm so sad that HBO Max like went downhill. It used to be my favorite streaming service because it had all the wonderful cartoons. I mean, and like I don't have it anymore, and it's like we've all lost faith in it. It's it's it sucks, man. It sucks. But shorts like this, and like shorts from the classic age are what really help people get out of that like, oh, animation life sucks. You just gotta trust your craft and don't let anyone stop you. Really, you know, just it's all right. Are we gonna go see the Snowman? Oh, spoiler alert! Something happened. Something terrible happened that we didn't need to be bothered about or like think, oh, the plot needs to revolve around this. The snowman just melts away. You know what? It's fine. Stop banging. it's it's and yeah, it's just a great short. Highly recommend it. It is free on YouTube. I do want to check the credits here. That's a very nice pan at the end of it. The snowman was. Oh yeah, the end credit sequence. One of my favorite parts, by the way, directed by it was Snowman was directed by Dan Jackson. You see this, it doesn't like cut straight away to the credits and you're like, get these unimportant people out there. Jimmy T, my baby. It actually shows that there were like people, like, hey, we care about you, okay? You're our family. We're gonna credit you like this. It was done by you. You were the one who made this possible. I'm just really flying sequences by Stephen Weston and Robin Wright. They did a wonderful job, and you see all these people, do all of this shit for you, and you're gonna like you big corporations think that you're going to disrespect them like that? No, they have other things, all thanks to many other artists who contributed to this film. Thank you. There you go. Just treat artists with more respect, okay? They're not just like silly people who make silly drawings or do stupid shit all the time. It's they you see all this wonderful gratitude and it really paid off. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Merry Christmas to y'all. One more thing I forgot to mention, the scene where they're flying in the air for the first time was sung by a choir boy named Peter Audie. It is the only voice we ever hear in the short film. Just a little fun fact. Merry Christmas. See you next time.